You're part of a select committee. I think I read a stat. I was talking to my sons about, they were like, what do you want to be? I want to be NBA players. Malloy and KJ were talking with being a pro. And I'm like, there's only 5,000 people who's ever played in a game in the NBA. In the history of the game. Only 5,000 people who's ever done that floor, a little bit more than 5,000. So let's talk about how that we could have dreams, but there's other things. But now imagine out of those 5,000, there are ones that only won NBA championships. So there's a lot of great players. Obviously, we're sitting with one, but, we're going to joke with you later about it. But right now, we're serious about, there's a lot of great players that don't win. So you're in such a small fraternity of people. You have a great appreciation on a night like this.
But, Kenny, if you're great and you don't win, are you really great? Just think about that.
See, that's jokes.
I thought you said it was going to be later. I didn't think it was going to be immediately after.
Wow, just think about it.
Hey, that was much later. Damn. No, man, listen, I got nothing but respect. And obviously, it's interesting watching these other foods on television talking about asterisks and bubbles and things. And I'm like, I'm not sure.
It was easier.
I'm not saying that.
I think it was harder too.
No, I know, but I'm just saying what this world,
right? What
this world has been through the last. You said it's been almost a year.
Yeah, well, 9 months since play was.
I was like, for what this entire world been through, I think I got to give these guys a lot of credit because Shaq said something like, "Man, there's so many people in this world who lost their jobs, lost their lives." Lost their businesses. Like, if you're a Laker fan, even though things around you are really bad, it's got to give you joy.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
A serious question.
Yeah.
If you won a championship, would you have a different level of fulfillment?
No, because let me explain something.
Do you think that? Yeah.
No. Because I just think it's fascinating how guys who have never played sports make a living talking about guys who are great at sports. It's a team game first and foremost. But I think it's fascinating, if I had a radio show and I'm like, I need something to talk about. Well, let's bash Charles Barkley or Karl Malone or John Stockton in a certain city. And then you say, yo, man, exactly how, were you part of that 5,000? And you're making a great living talking about I never won anything. And I'm like, yo, man, I didn't win it, but I put up a good fight. You never accomplished anything in your life. Okay. So, but like I say, I don't think it's fair, and obviously, this is going to come off as self-serving. I don't think it's fair to blame one guy. This is not tennis or golf where you out there by yourself.
Well, Mark West and Kevin Johnson blames you.
But you know what? I would think that as those guys held those rings tonight, that for many of them, it was a feeling of going back to Orlando and the bubble and those nights of frustration and those nights when you were lonely and wondered how long this was going to be. And suddenly here's this. And it was like we made it through that time. It was difficult. We missed family.
There is an asterisk by it, Ernie. It's harder. It was harder.
Yeah,
I would say it was.
I don't know. No, see, I'm not getting into. I told you I like
mentally. It was mentally harder.
No, I don't get into this debate with these foods on television. Was an asterisk? Was it harder? Was it easier? It's a great accomplishment. But some people say, yo, they didn't travel at all. I mean, so you didn't play any road games.
It's hard no matter what.
Yeah, it's hard no matter what. So congratulations to those guys. And I'm just glad Shaq gave me 3 seconds before he.
Just what you think about that question, Kenny.
I'm thinking about it.
Well,
really great.
Just a little brain teaser before we go to break.
Don't you have to have a brain to tease some people?
We will take a short break, and the Clippers.
We're back.
Clippers and Lakers are coming up, and that'll be game 2 of our double dip.
Kenny.
And then we'll take you to Staples for game time.
I might not have a brain, but I got 4 rings.
What they said at Wizard of Oz? If I only had a ring?
Yeah.
If I only had a ring.
Hey.